Y'all come on in. Because we got to talk, baby. My name is Grabowski, and welcome to my channel. So I done ran in here because I'm about 2 minutes late. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right this evening, honey? We done changed this hair. Yes, we did, because y'all know what we do over here. It's the versatility, okay? All right. Y'all come on in. And you. It's 8 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast. And we are looking at session 18. My name is Cheryl. I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I'm a pointer. I point towards mental health awareness. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I've been divorced. I got 4 children who are recovering from narcissistic abuse too. We've all been on a healing journey. You know, I've had childhood trauma, church trauma, ligament trauma. It's been a lot. Y'all come on in, honey. Okay, Cheryl Grabowski is a very opinionated woman. Okay, why? Because I can. It's 8 o'clock p.m. in the building. Got 3 people in here. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, please. Please don't forget. Let me move my turn this volume up on this iPad. And we're going to get to listeners. 9 people in here. There is, first of all, I want to say this. There is a lot going on YouTube tonight. What in the world going on? I saw Trinaya live. I see his auntie live. I see Too Strong is live. What in the world going on? Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button. I know you might be at home watching it on your television because they tell me that they love to watch me on the TV. So Cheryl, girl, I got to watch you on the phone, on the television, baby. The phone ain't good enough. But it's a lot going on the YouTube street. I just want to say, for bald head scalawags that cut all their hair off, and that looks like men's folks, but they women folks, that's your fault. You done got swallowed up. That's your business. Because you had no business following the Grabowski to YouTube when you see you and them other bald head scalawags on YouTube. When y'all see that I have purpose and I got purpose and destiny in my life. I don't got time to be whirring around with the fuckery of family foolishness. I don't have no time. I ain't never had the time. I left my mama's house at approximately 17 years old. What's up, Monique? Hey, girl. Hey, Monique, girl. I left mama's house at 17. I was tired of the foolishness, okay? And I left family members alone. I don't got no time. I don't know why people keep... My son know better. He know better. Let me get my iPad back going. So anyway, yeah, I got purpose in my life. I don't got time for that shit. What's up, Jamie? What's up, 64 ZAE? What's up? How y'all doing? Good evening. Good evening. Let's get on in here, honey. Y'all know I'm excited. My little piece of ADHD done kicked in here. Yes, it do. Let me slide my stuff on back because I don't want to be too close up in y'all face like that there. All right, going in and out. Love the blonde hair. Miss you had stopped by. Thank you, Jamie. You have a good evening. No, listen. No, when the phone glitches, that means that somebody done called me, right? My son, I told him I was going to be on the live. But he said he had an emergency situation and want no emergency. But anyway, it's a lot going on in the YouTube streets. I see that over there on the thank you, Ash P. I see over there on what's her name, Too Strong, that they having church, honey. I saw a little speaking in tongues going on over there. Yes, I did. But I feel like that Sonia is gonna be singing, I've had some good days. I can feel it in my spirit. I've had some hills to climb. That's what she's gonna say. I've had some weary days and some lonely nights. That's what she's gonna say. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days. But listen, we're going to stop it right now. Because it ain't going to outweigh your bad days, ma'am. You getting ready to go through. Okay? Somebody, little birdie told me, ma'am, that you're going to be having trials and tribulations. What's up, J. Faye? How you doing? What's up, Dogan? I see some new people here that I ain't never seen before. So good evening. So listen, session 18. I want y'all to listen to this. I'm gonna talk a little bit at the end of this live about the YouTube streets too, cause see, it seemed like to me, oh, you're not new. Lord said I ain't new. Okay, well I ain't seen y'all, some of y'all in a long time. Sonia from Mortal Kombat. Oh my goodness. I feel like the church fuckery that we've been talking about for almost a week now, and some of the YouTube stuff is kind of tying in, because see, Tori is not the only person who's been called a witch. They've called me a witch too, right? So we want to listen. What's all this about? I don't keep up the gossip in the YouTube streets. All right, y'all listen. This is called The True Confessions of a Teenage Mistress, session 18. Thank you, Lorenzo. Let's go. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear it or not, because I want y'all to hear it good. I'm going to have to bring y'all a little bit. All right, there's no volume. Hold on.
So there was a time when
can y'all hear that?
We went to the movies, and I don't know what we went to see. I don't think it matters because
can y'all hear?
I was fingering her in the theater, and I thought we were discreet, but at one point it seemed like one of the
good evening, y'all. Big Don Donna.
To where we were, so I was like, oh,
I'm gonna deal with the YouTube stuff at the end of the live. Okay.
Back window where the film was coming out of. I was like, oh no. So I stopped.
So Tori was just describing that she and First Lady were at the movies, and then she was fingering her in the movies.
There was another time we were in her car. She used to have a Ford Explorer she called the Gray Ghost. And I don't know, we were just driving, and like we were just sitting on the side of the road. And again, figuring I was doing her. And then a car pulled up behind us, and it looked like a police car. And so I was kind of like, we should probably drive off.
Yes.
So we did.
Let's see if I can let y'all.
Oh man, I remember those two very, very clearly. And then there was something else that I wanted to share. Okay, so I talked about like how the relationship has slowly kind of faded. But there was, I talked about the moment of absolute clarity, a moment of absolute certainty. The first time was when I had looked at her from across the churches when I was younger, and looked at her and said, she's unhappy. And I want to be her friend. There were two other times, and I can't remember which came before the other. One moment was when we had pulled up to a hotel. She had gone in to get a room. And I was sitting in the car, radio was on. And Where is the Love by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway came on. Roberta Flack is one of her favorite artists. Other one's Anita Baker. And Where is the Love came on. And I was listening to the lyrics. And
hey, Kelly girl.
I heard with clarity, this is how your relationship is
Hello.
going to end. Like, the lyrics of the song described the end of our relationship. And this was long before it actually started to fade out.
Hello, life quotes.
But I remember that moment because I was sitting in the car and I just knew, I'm like, okay, this is going to end. But I hadn't had a lot of those moments, so I kind of like pushed it away. I ignored it. I'm like, no. But it came true. This other moment, because I don't know which one was second and which one was third. The other moment was when the Harvest Church had its groundbreaking. And I think this might have been 2002, maybe 03. It's really hard to remember. But I remember being at the groundbreaking and just kind of watching the service happening. You know, people did the ceremony shoveling of the dirt and whatnot. And again, with absolute certainty and clarity, I knew, I heard, what have you, this church is going to fail. No clue how, no clue why. Just, it was before they had even built it, I knew it was going to fail. And of course, I couldn't tell anybody that, because who's going to believe me? But what? I don't have any kind of spiritual status or backing. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me about nothing. But it was correct. It did indeed fail, and I kind of figured it'd probably be just due to some financial stuff, because that's usually how most churches fail. It wasn't. Yeah.
So basically, she was just stating that she had a premonition. So she was having a premonition that Sonia and Emmanuel Stansel's church was going to fail. Sonia is the female pastor, and she's this lady right here. Her name is Tori. She's her lover. She's her groomer. I don't know why it'd be so hard to tap on.
By then, I had already left. I had left. Sonia and I weren't together anymore. Didn't like. I just heard hearsay what happened after that. But the church is gone. Both versions, Holiness and Harvest. And then the other thing I wanted to share, and this one is far more recent. This was actually last week. So I went to Raleigh to visit my mom. She hurt herself recently.
This is very important, so y'all listen.
And driving to Raleigh, getting into Raleigh, I started feeling anxiety. I started feeling trapped, because I hadn't been back home since I had told my mom about what happened. And that was back in October. I don't think I'd been back to Raleigh since then.
So she's describing coming back to Raleigh for the first time since she told her mother that Sonia had groomed her as a teenager, and then they had the relationship up into her late teens and early 20s. This was her first time coming back to Raleigh. Raleigh is where the church was, Providence Holiness Church, under the leadership of Emmanuel Stansel. And Sonia Stansel at the time is who she's speaking about. So she said when she came back to Raleigh for the first time, she started feeling anxiety and all of this stuff. And this is what she's going to let you guys know. And this is important, guys. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Basically, she is speaking on the trauma that she will be experiencing and how her body is responding to the stress and to the sensory nervous system, and how she's affected by her memories of this woman. And it's not just psychological, it's happening to her body. Listen.
So this was my first time going back, and it was extremely hard to handle. Being there and feeling like I was that much closer to her was excruciating. And I knew it was all in my mind, because as far as I know, she might not even be in town. She might be traveling somewhere. I don't know where she at. I don't know that. And I've had an experience one time before where I was at somebody's house, and a person who has caused a lot of trauma for me, separate from this, I thought she was there, and I was tripping like the whole time. And come to find out, the person I thought it wasn't even her. So I knew it was in my head. So I remembered that time. I'm like, it's in my head. You're not gonna run into her. You're not gonna see her. It's in your head. But it doesn't matter that it's in your head, because your body reacts to it as being real.
Did y'all hear that?
And so
the brain doesn't know the difference. That's what she's describing. The brain doesn't know the difference. If you are thinking it and feeling it, then the body is going to respond to it. It doesn't know the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is what she's realizing, because she's feeling it. Doesn't know the difference. It doesn't know that it's not real. You have to tell your brain that it's not real.
I park, I go in the building, I go see my mom, spend time with her. As soon as I walk out of that room, it all comes flooding back. That feeling of of anxiety and trappedness, and I had to admit to myself, I said, I'm afraid of her.
Oh.
And I'm not afraid.
Now, I just want to let y'all know. I just want to let you know. I said in the live yesterday that Tori is afraid of Sonia, right? But this is the first time that I heard Tori say that. I could tell from the text messages that we covered the other day that Tori was afraid of Sonia. And that's why I said on the live, Tori's afraid of you, but I'm not. Your members in your church, they are afraid of you, but I'm not. She was actually scared to pieces of her because she still had that type of power and influence on her. And when you're dealing with highly narcissistic people, and a lot of times in the church society, they don't know the difference because they're used to being up under that dominance and control. They're used to feeling what that feels like when a narcissist has that type of energy and power and control over you. So that's what she was feeling. She describes it very well.
Of her as a person, I'm afraid of the power she still has over me because I know at some point I'm going to see her.
So she says she's afraid of, again, the power that she has over her. She's afraid of the power. Like, my thing is, what power? Because Sonia doesn't have any power. She's the person behind the curtain. That's all a facade. It's not real. She has the power of shittiness, the power of I don't give a fuck, the power of I'll do what the fuck I want to do, and the power of I'll do it to you. And then I'll stand there like I'm holy. She has that power. That's what kind of power she got.
Again, for whatever reason, either I just run into her in the street, or heaven forbid, there's
she's scared of her.
Member funeral where like all of the old church people are together. For whatever reason, I know I'm going to see her again, and I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I don't know how I'm going to be able to process that. I don't know if I'm going to have the strength to completely ignore her. I don't know if I'm going to collapse under my own emotions and just
Jamie, yes,
turn into like a little child again.
Ooh, let's stop.
I have no idea.
She said she didn't know if she were going to get all in her emotions and then turn into a little child all over again. And so I'm asking, like, why? Because she was dealing with the trauma. There was, because Tori is gone now. She unalived herself. But there was a part of Tori that was still that teenage girl that had that affair with Sonia. But here, she's about 40. Yes, that's very traumatic. Right here, as you see her here, this is a full-grown woman. But what do I teach you guys on the channel? What I talk to y'all about all the time? You could be fully grown and erect here as an adult, and as far as your years of living and going around the sun, right? But at the same time, be that underdeveloped child, and her child self was afraid of Sonia. Now, why, what do you mean? What do you mean, Big TC? Because some of these names in here, I suspect they might be church folk. Because I ain't never seen you before. What do you mean by that? A teaspoon of hell. Because just tell me what you mean by that before I respond to that. Oh my, she's not here. Oh wow, over this situation. Yes. Yes. So the name of her channel is, what is it? She calls herself Journey with Eternity. And these videos are called The Confessions of a Teenage Mistress. What do you mean? You should write a book called A Teaspoon of Hell. that would fit you very well. I would be a teaspoon of hell. No, you could take that word hell out and you could just put heaven. Because when you think of heaven, you speak of the truth. Now go to hell.
Although I do know if she come at me, then
Mm-hmm.
then I ain't gonna. Yeah, there's no there's no issue if she come at me. But if she's just present, whew, I don't know. I don't know. And I hope to God that I am emotionally prepared and strong enough to handle it. But but yeah, I walked out of that room and I felt it. And I was like, I gotta get up out of here. Like I was walking so fast, I wanted to run to my car to get out of Raleigh. Um, and then it got so bad in that moment. Like when I am really consumed with the thought of her, like it's like she's here. Like when I was leaving and I was like in the elevator, it was like a shadow of, not even a shadow, because like I can imagine what she looks like, but like a version of her is like in my ear, like taunting me about feeling what I feel. And I'm like, I'm telling myself like literally like, shut up, this is not real. Like I feel like I'm going crazy. And
So she's speaking about I know, Cali girl, it's a lot. This is a deep lane. I call my subscribers the deep laners. This is certainly a deep lane situation, y'all. For the deep laners that's been knowing me for a good while, a lot of people know about my church trauma in my 20 something 30 years of churchism. Okay. I myself being an ordained pastor, this is not something that's strange to me or foreign to me. This is my life, right? So nowadays, I'm not just, I don't know just about the church, but the world of traumas and the brain and the body and how traumatic experiences affect you and how religion is not a fix for trauma. Can I say that the fucking again? Religion is not a fix for trauma. The only thing that you could do if you are a traumatized person and you've experienced, which this is what she's talking about. Because now she done come to Raleigh and now she's sick. She's physically sick because of the emotional pain that she's experienced from the memories of being with that big yellow, big fat faced bitch. Is what she's going through. See what I'm saying? And church is not a fix for this here. Church don't fix this. Now, what you could do is you can go in church and you can stuff it and you can press it down, or you can ignore it, or you could just act like it didn't happen. You could be operating in a fucking facade. You can do that. But in order to get this shit fixed, this don't get fixed by church songs, Bible, laying on hands, oil, none of that shit. It doesn't address this. Let's go.
I'm walking out and content warning, I'm about to be talking about poop. I'm walking out and this woman is walking a dog, like a golden retriever, and the golden retriever is just taking a dump. That's disgusting to see. Like,
yeah, Sonia's alive. Yes.
Any creature relieving itself in such
But listen to another thing that I noticed with Tori. I noticed her speech. She's very kind, right? She's a lot kinder than I am. A lot kinder. When she talks about the horse, she says the word poop. And there was another time when she's really like sweet and kind. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just her personality. PTSD all over her. If you put a C in the front of it, I think that fits it better. But I don't know. Hello, India.
see it because you just happen to look and that's what's happening. And so I replaced feeling and seeing and hearing her with that vision of a dog pooping because I don't want to see that. So for the rest of that afternoon, anytime like the thought of her would push its way into my consciousness, I replaced it with the image of that dog pooping. And it helped. It helped. Until I got home. So I get all the way back home, and I'm sitting in the car, and I'm just like laying on the steering wheel. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm telling myself I'm okay. I get to the bathroom to like freshen up, and I just collapse. I collapse and I cry. And then I walk into the bedroom, and my partner's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. And I collapse yet again, and I'm just crying. Like, all of what I had been feeling that day came up and out of my heart. And I was just bawling. And my partner has seen me cry. She has seen me cry. She has held me as I have cried over heartbreaks with other people. She has held me as I've cried over 4 women.
So
This one.
we're talking about the preacher lady who sexed her for the first time, who groomed her, and who prepared her for their romantic experience for the first time. But so now at this point, she was 40 years old and she's had 4 other relationships or 4 other lovers. And she said the one that she's with now has helped her through all of those other relationships, which were traumatic, and she cried with those people. So my mind shows me that she's been fucked up ever since that woman put her hands on her. Ever since. The whole time.
With Sonya, that's just the newest. That's the latest one. That's the last one too. But my partner has been she's been very, very, very supportive, and just like, it's not even about being able to say anything, because sometimes just like there's nothing to say. It's just like knowing I can cry. And I cried on her, and I was like, I feel like I will always have her as a part of me, and I hate it. And so after I cried myself tired, I just got to bed. Just got to bed.
You're welcome. I'm Michael.
And I'm like, why is this all happening? Why is this all so strong when it was so long ago? And it's like, because you haven't dealt with this stuff and you haven't released it. And it's weird to say I haven't released it, because I've tried so hard. I've tried so hard before now to release my feelings for her, but never in this realm of acknowledging it as abuse and looking at the entire picture and deciding to release it. So I don't know. So those were the things I wanted to add in there, because they're part of my memory and part of my experience. And again, I'm just talking about all of it. So at this point, there's very little order to these entries. That you're just gonna get what you get, and I hope you just honor whatever it is that you get from me.
You're welcome, Jamie.
And it's been, the heart space has still been an issue, because I can't tell when things are, whenever whatever the heart space blockage is. I don't know if it's because of her. I don't know if it's because of anxiety around work. And then my therapist is like, those 2 things are probably related. I'm like, no, they're not. And yeah, they probably are. Just because everything overlaps, everything intersects. Of course, dealing with this history of abuse would affect me being able to do some work. So, duh. So I think that is all of the, I think that's everything with what I can remember. Oh, there's this other time. This wasn't when we were together. Mm-hmm. This was when I was still at home, and so maybe 16, 17. I remember we were in Charlotte. The church was for maybe some kind of conference, like a convocation or something, and we had gone to, I think, Carowinds, and we had ridden this roller coaster. So it was, I think, my mom and my sister or my cousin in the front, and then me and Sonia in the back of the roller coaster. And Sonia is holding on to me and laughing, and we were laughing. And I think we had bought that picture at the end, and I got a keychain of it. And I don't know if I still have that. I'm gonna have to look. I have a bag of like my treasured cards and just stuff from the past. I have to see if I still have that picture. I might have sent that back to her too when I was like sending stuff to clear out the connection, which didn't work clearly. But I tried. I've tried. I can say I've tried. But yeah, it was a cute moment. We had a lot of cute moments, but we also had a lot of
So we're watching her. Do y'all see what's going on here? Because when she talks about her, there's a clear, endearing, I still love you with Tori. She was never, in my opinion, able to come to the place where she confusion, pain, enduring. Yes, like she never got to the place where she was mad, like angry as fuck. Even though she knew, that she was her abuser, she came to realize that abuse victims often feel some love for their abusers, Michael says. And there's a name for that. There's a name for it. I don't remember the name of it, but it's some type of syndrome, right? Because like Tori said, it all of it wasn't bad. She's talking about them being on the roller coaster. She's talking about them being in the movies, and she's fingering her Stockholm. I think that's what it is. She talks about being in the car, the police pulls up, or there's this car that pulls up and they think it's the police, and at that time she's pleasuring her with her fingers. She talks about that. Those are the precious moments that she remembers between she and Sonia. So she also said that part of her therapy was to gather some of, because she kept a bag with their things in it, right? Little places that they went, memorabilia, little stuff. And she sent most of that stuff back to her. But of course she kept the ring, the wedding ring of her husband, of Sonia's husband, that she gave Tori. She let us see the wedding ring on the YouTube. She kept those things. So she gives her back. So I would imagine that when Sonia receives these things, hey, Krishna, when Sonia receives these things from Tori, I would imagine that she's nervous, that she was annoyed, that she's thinking, she's reminding her of her shame, like, girl, go away from me. Why are you sending me this stuff? But also probably thinking in her mind, or knowing, because she remembers she gave her the ring, right? But I really feel like there's a part of Sonia who knew that Tori would never, I can't say that she wouldn't betray her, because she did tell the secret. Hence is why we're here tonight looking at it, right? So she did do that, but still she had a certain type of power over her. And I think that is the power that she uses now with the other church people, as they look at her and try to figure out, is this shit true or not? Well, duh. Well, yeah, is it true? I think, too, the church folks are saying, well, Cheryl, Maybe she repented. What does that mean? She changed her mind, or she went in another direction, or she's not grooming anymore. Sonya thought Tori would never say anything because she thought she groomed her. I think so too. I think that's how Sonya comes up with that terrible word, the witch word. I think that's where that comes from. Um, it's not going to bring that girl back. What's not going to bring her back? What's not going to bring her back, Jamie? I think that's what she comes up, because I'm not here to bring Tori back. Tori made her decision. That was her life. She ended it. When it comes to me, I would never let a motherfucker send me to the grave. Because they don't love me. So I don't love your ass. That's just how I am. Oh, Sonya repenting is not gonna bring Tori back. No, but I don't think that that's a word that's overrated too. Because real change is measured by years to come. Right, our ops would. WV, you a Scorpio too. We don't float like that. That's not how we float. No, 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 man. I don't give a. Some of y'all need our Scorpio energy. You just need it. Exactly. And change is measured by years of change behavior. So by somebody saying, "Forgive me," and I have changed, and then everybody throw their hands up and say, "Come into my arms," that bullshit. 101. Sonya should go to jail for involuntary manslaughter. Woo! Monet, did you hear that? You are a Scorpio, yes. I wish the fuck I would. Tori's not a Scorpio though. She's tender and beautiful and kind and doesn't use choice words like Cheryl Grabowski. I think I did hear her say fuck in other videos, but it's just the way that she says it. It's more like, the fuck. Libra vibes, the balance or the scale, okay? The Libra would have gave her what she was looking for too. She'd have got it. She'd have got the business a long time ago. Libra probably would have went up in the church and no, Libra ain't gonna go in the church and sling the doors open. Libra not gonna do that. Cause Libra is more diplomatic than that. You know what I'm saying? But if you press the button too hard, Libra will go into action, but Scorpio sling the doors open. The only reason why I didn't go over to my ex-husband's, my children's father's funeral is because I didn't want to hurt or injure my children any further than they've already been injured. But that was the only reason why. That's why she was a victim of abuse. Abuse victims are usually really loving and trusting. That's why they're targeted. Listen, she was kind. Do y'all see her demeanor? The way that she talks when she wants to cry, but instead of crying, she laughs. Tender, kind, beautiful, soft, forgiving, loving. And in the text messages, while she's conversing with Sonya, she's trying to get an understanding. She wants to understand, Sonya, who are you? Why are you this way? Why has this thing happened between us? And why can't you help me out? That's all she wanted, was just a real conversation. That's it. Exactly. Still worried about how other people will feel, even if she's spilling her heart. Yes, she was still. And in the text messages, I mean, in the text messages, you really saw that. Because when Sonia got upset in the text message, then Tori, she backed up. She would come direct, and then she would take a couple steps back. So you could see it over and over again. I guess this is a classic example of, oh, it's so many things. It's Tori's mother trusting Sonia and not having any idea. She gives Pisces energy. Who, Tori? I wonder if she does, because Pisces can be quite delusional when they want to be, and can really be in love. Where's her abuser now? She's right here in Raleigh, preaching. She just shouted at church Sunday. I believe that she shouted because Tori unalived herself. That's what I believe. Yeah, gross. Absolutely. The As far as I know, the church people are at this point are not holding Sonia accountable, and I'm over here doing these videos every day, doing what I do, because it's a classic example of the foolery and the fuckery that goes on amongst church people when you're dealing with a woman like Sonia, who there are a lot of people like Tori on the pews, lots of them, right? Where a master manipulator knows that she can usurp power and control over those type of people and get her fucking way. She needs to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But the thing is, WV, she didn't put her hands on Tori. She didn't sag her until she was 18. You are one of the actual Christians in the world. I wish there were more of you. Thank you, Michael. Tori passed recently. She unalived herself a week and a half ago because she couldn't get any resolve. She went to Sonia, and Sonia gave two fucks. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah. She was scared of her. For you people who go to church and you have leaders, and you are self-aware enough to realize that you are afraid of them, you just get up and leave and never go back. Because more than likely you're dealing with a narcissist. There is no way in this world that you should be afraid of a person who's supposed to be a worker or a servant of God. And, God is described as love. But you're shaking in your boots. You're more afraid of this person, almost like type of person that would be a head of a gang or something. How is her partner doing? We don't know. I don't know that. If you know her, send her my sincere condolences. I don't know that at all. Nobody has told me who that is. Tori didn't let us know who that was. Is that church still up and running? As of Sunday, it was. She did not preach on Sunday. The bishop came down with his fuckery and preached in the pulpit, and they said she went to dancing. So it was a secret meeting that was called, and for a select amount of members to come. They asked for the children not to come, and then they had service on the low because of this thing that's going on. So I would just, in my mind, I see them trying to, because this is what narcissistic people do. They wait until the anger and the emotions of the people who love the victim until it comes down. And then they probably plan to do church as normal, as usual. So that's what the narcissist does. They wait until you regulate yourself. Because this is the thing. With most people like Tori that are kind and that are always, I mean, she still loved her. So she was still looking for, she needs to be exposed. We're doing that right now. We're doing that right now, Jamie. She was still looking for good in Sonia. She was still, in spite of telling her story as best as she could and learning about the predatory behavior of Sonia and understanding in the text messages, Sonia says at the bottom of the thread, we're going to talk, because Tori says, I still want to talk to you. I need you to answer some questions. And then Sonia gives her, lies to her, blows smoke up her ass, told her we will. And then Tori says, I choose to believe you, when she knew that Sonia was lying. She knew that she wasn't going to talk to her. God bless you for doing so. This may be triggering. I know it's triggering. I have to leave, but God bless you for exposing her. You're welcome. It is very triggering, y'all. But for you guys who can stomach the conversation, I want y'all to try to try to deal with it, because other people, these are hard conversations that have to be had. This is the deep lane. This is what the fuck we do over here. I love to entertain too. And I love to laugh and gag too. But what I love more than anything, I'm a true Scorpio, darling. In the shadow is where I hang out. In the shadow, hey Cali girl, in the shadow is where I thrive. I go into the deep dark places, boo. And pull up the truth. That's what I do. Been doing it all my life. This lady is a pretender and a fraud. I know, WV. Especially on what your pastor said. Your pastor is an indoctrinated Christian lacking empathy, in my opinion. Now, listen, I'm going to say some things on my channel that you might not hear other people say, okay? And don't forget predator and a predator. But it's the truth. See, a lot of people feel like that they can hide, and they do from most of the people. They do. Because the only thing that we have when we're dealing with people, for the most part, unless, is the mask. But there are other people who are gifted and talented, and, we have sensitive ears and engaging eyes, and we hear, sometimes we pay attention to the way that a person breathes. And sometimes we can look at a person's, we listen to how they breathe when they sigh under their breath, and then sometimes we can look at their chest and see that the chest is going up and down. Y'all don't understand. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot. Let me get into the comments. The amount of abuse that goes on in religious organizations is truly disgraceful. The grooming, the cover-ups, and everything. They verify people that are different than them. They vilify people who are different than them and call them sinners. Yeah, that's what they call me. The attention of themselves. Ooh, woo, that is nothing but the truth. No, you're doing the right thing. I love it. Thank you, and love you for it. Thank you, Jamie. They do vilify, but we're talking about, listen, there is an epidemic of undercover narcissists in the church world. I'm sorry to say, I came all the way here to tell you, I've been through so much in my life. I've gone into therapy 5 years ago, and in the world of introspection and deep into my own soul. And let me just tell you, let me just sound the alarm. There are narcissists, and they have plagued the religious world. I left religion because they said I didn't belong there. I bet you don't, especially when you're looking at the truth. Especially when you don't want to live in the fantasy. I dealt with that last night when I said that Sonia is she's a lesbian, period. I don't have anything against same gender loving people, but I do have something against a person like her, who's still very much, she's been thriving in that lifestyle. You know, I've had sources to tell me that she's even in a lesbian relationship right now. But she preaches and presents as a heterosexual woman, and standing in the pulpit and condemning those who do what she does. And she's doing it right in the church. When she was on the phone with Tori, she had no empathy for Tori. I wish I knew someone like you. You know, people don't appreciate me the way that they should, Michael. Absolutely. It's not because she's gay. It's because she's a predator. That's right. She could be gay, same gender loving with her significant other, like Tori was, minding her own business, working her own businesses, paying her own bills, and living like the way that she wants to. But she vilifies Tori and calls her a witch for doing the same thing that she does. But the reason why Tori is a witch, because she's doing it openly. And I'm sick of the church. Because they know damn well that they walking around here and they're living the lifestyle too. And they also know that God loves them while they're doing it. There was a man named Carlton Pearson who I loved. Carlton he's a big, when it came to the Christian world, and especially the Pentecostal church, there was nobody on a higher level than Carlton Pearson. He's that guy. So Carlton died at the beginning of this year or last year, I can't remember. It might have been in November. And one of the things that he said all the time, that there were ministers who were calling him day and night, and they were talking about being same gender loving, but they could not come out and be open with it, because if they did, then the organizations around them, the ones that were higher up, would vilify them, kick their asses out, and the congregations would get up and leave. It's really time for the Christian people to understand that same gender loving is what's going on. Everybody's not same gender loving. There are plenty of heterosexual people. Like, the whole world is not going to be same gender loving. The whole world has not been same gender loving. There are some people who are same gender loving. That's their business. That is the reason why Sonia has done what she's done, because she can't be who she really is. And that's why Tori was so upset. There's a bigger conversation here. No, Rake, I don't know him. Hey, William Green. There's a bigger conversation going on here. We all know that there are ministers and congregants and first ladies and mothers of the church and fathers of the church and deacons and trustees and elders and ushers and administrators and bishops and apostles and deacons and pastors and teachers and evangelists who are gay as fuck. And they've always been that. but they love God. Why do we keep playing games? Why do we keep doing this? Why are we still doing this? Why? Everybody know that when you go up in any ministry, whether or not you can see signs of same gender loving, or you could be dealing with some person who looks straight as an arrow and they're not straight at all. But in the church, in that building, in that structure, and in that institution, they have to hide. Now, who are they hiding from? Are they hiding from the congregants? Are they hiding from each other? Or can they hide from God? Because you can't. So what kind of fucking mental illness is going on here? What is this? I just wish I didn't have to live my life constantly fighting for my rights to just live the way I want to with the person I love. Why can't they be both? They are both. That's what I'm saying, Michael. They are both. I know it's a sin, but our God is a forgiving God as well. Right or wrong, not for me to say. I don't know if it's a sin. What do you mean? I don't want to get into theology, because that's a rabbit hole, right? Even though I can stand on my own. Sonia is a predator. It's a big difference. This lady is looking at little girls to groom them to be her lover. She is sick. That is the issue. But we're going to evolve in this conversation. Because in Tori's words, she's saying that she groomed me. But this is what I'm saying. She could have groomed a little boy. She could have groomed a boy, but she didn't. She groomed a girl. So it's grooming, it's predatory, and now it's same gender loving, because when we see this behavior, more than not, it's a man that's grooming a little girl. That's what happened in my life. Ambrose said it's because Paul has announced that it is sin. We can't even authenticate that Paul even lived. We're going to put a question mark right there. Okay. Just for the ones that are Bible literate, have a good amount of. Nobody can authenticate Paul. Nobody. I'm just telling y'all that right now before you go to your local college or wherever you go and go into your theology class and go talk to your professors and get into your books. So even go to Google. Nobody knows who Paul is. He cannot be authenticated as most of the stuff that's in the Bible. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is what I'm saying. And we're going to end the live. It's 2024. Gay people having to groom children to have sex with them because they can't choose an adult to do it because they're scared that they're going to tell on them. So they're going to go get them a child. See, this is what I'm saying. For a much deeper conversation, then stay dumb, Ambrose. Stay dumb. You see what I'm saying? I do not understand why y'all people choose to not grow and expand and evolve. I don't understand it at all. Let me just stop right here for a minute. We learned how to, our forms over the years, our forms of transportation changed. We used to be on the back of a horse. And then we evolved to a horse and a carriage. And then we made some type of automobile. And now we got real fast driving cars. We went from cars to airplanes because that was what it was called, an evolution. I cannot fucking stand. And if you want to leave this goddamn live, then go to fuck on. Because this place, that just triggered the fuck out of me. This is not a place for dum-dums. You understand me? There is a fucking evolution that's here. We all know that there are gay churches. You go find you a gay church and you go find you a grown person and y'all go live y'all life together. Stop this fucking lying. Now, Paul cannot be authenticated. Now, go to hell. I don't give a fuck. You can leave the lie. Paul cannot be authenticated. Just because you have a church doctrine, that don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. Now, I had to plug my phone in, y'all, so I'm going to have to hold it like this. I'm going to have to hold it. It can't be authenticated. And you can't change that. You can't change it. Your pastor can't change it. Period. Hold on, y'all. It's one person here. My phone died. So it can't be authenticated. It is time. They have gay churches. You don't have to sit up in these churches who don't really realize that a person being same gender loving ain't gonna keep God from loving them. Thank you for coming back, Cali girl. Thank you, appreciate it. This is the deep lane. This is not for dum-dums. It's not for them. It's not for people who don't want to change, evolve, and grow. Because the motherfucking world, the Bible, the church, and everything else gonna go on without you. You don't have to never change your mind. You can keep on walking in that stupidity and that blindness that you've been walking in. You can keep on following the traditions of your grandmammy and your granddaddy. But you won't follow the tradition of going out there on that porch and washing your goddamn clothes on the washboard. You're not going to do that. You're going to get your Sony washing machine and put your damn clothes in that high-end washing machine. Now go to hell. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. And that's why all this, oh Lord, that's why all this stuff is going on now. There's an evolution going on. How is that going to help? How's that going to hurt anything? People, let me tell you something. The church, and especially the Jehovah's Witness, don't motherfucking get me started. The Jehovah's Witnesses, oh my God. What they have done to people over the years. And the Pentecostal church. Don't let one of their children be gay. Don't let one of their children be gay. Oh my God. You're going to throw them away, put them in the goddamn trash can. You do all kind of ungodliness. You do everything a fucking narcissist do against your own child. That's your child. And you do it because you got other people at the church that's watching. Who gives a boy? I swear to God. Woo! Y'all are out, y'all. I can't. And then now everybody's to one day. Hey Anita, how you doing? But you gay divorce isn't as high as heterosexual. But gay divorce isn't as high as heterosexual. Because you know why? You know why, Jamie? You know why? Because they living in their truth. That's why. There's an evolution here with the motherfucking church world. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and welcome to my live. I left the church about 22 years ago. You know why? Because look, and back then I was about, what, 33? Same age as Jesus. Left. You know why? Because what I had seen and what I had ingested, what I had taken in, what I had swallowed down, hurt my motherfucking belly. That's why. I know damn well they lying. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This is the only thing that makes sense. I don't think God is condemning. I don't think that it's no motherfucker. What's that word they use? It's an abomination. No, it's not. Too many gay preachers pretending to be straight. I think so too. Organized religion is the fucking problem. What? Whew, organized religion is the problem. Organized religion. What does that mean? Organized religion. There was a group of people who decided that this same gender loving word, this is an abomination. This is not good. God hates you. You don't need to never do that. You going to hell. Who the fuck are you? You going to hell. You going to hell. Organized men thinking they have all the answers. And but you know what? It's our fault too. You know why? Because we sit in there and we listen to them abuse people. It ought to be so to the point where it ought to be like this. If you go to a church and a preacher is in the pulpit preaching hellfire and brimstone and condemnation on gay people, you get your happy ass up, put your happy finger up, and walk your happy ass with your tithes and offering and your happy ass gifts and go right out the door. Because this is the thing, they ain't gonna stop until you stop them. If people sit in these churches and entertain it, they gonna keep on doing. It's easy to stop a nigga and a bitch in their tracks. That's easy to do. That's not hard to do. Just cut off their lifeline. You know what the lifeline is? It's money. You gonna learn what to say out your motherfucking mouth, even up in that pulpit, baby. Y'all don't like this kind of talk. Y'all don't like it. Y'all know y'all don't. You don't like it. Oh my God. Cheryl Grabowski. What you want to do is go and beg God and then take your fucking ass right out of that church. And in 4 days, you go back doing what you did before. When you didn't have to beg God for the beginning. When you could just accept yourself as you are. And then go find somebody you want to do them kind of shits with. And be in a committed relationship or marry them and live your motherfucking life. She said, I love it. Michael said, I love it. Cali Girl said, truth, truth. And Jamie Wright said, love it, girl. I waited my whole life. Michael, I've been through a lot to come and talk to you like this. Look like it's easy right now. I've been through a whole lot. Because ain't nothing like a gay man on the organ. No way. Everybody knows that. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. The pastor, what he do? He act like he don't know what's going on, but he know all along. And he know, and can't nobody else in that motherfucker play the organ like the gay man. And he know when the gay man come play the motherfucking organ, that offering gonna look a special type of way. He knows that. But then he want to get with his friends and talk about the gay man and what he do. Oh my God, I just can't. And that's why the church is looking back, because we all know it. And people are deciding not to go. And by the way, that purple lip is fire. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Oh, they mad with me. The Grabowski. Cheryl Grabowski. Who the fuck do you think you are? Then I come right back. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Because, see, I mean, ain't no brick wall built around your ass. And payday coming after a while for you, too. And both of us going to have to give up this body one day. So you go to motherfucking hell. And I don't give a fuck. And I ain't scared of you. I said we all know. What's up, Michael, baby? How you doing? We all know. We all know the motherfucking truth. And then we walking around putting up with this shit like what Sonia did. Sonia, you done treated Tori like a fucking dog. That girl done sent herself out of this world behind you cannot accept your motherfucking gayness. And your predatory behavior. I just got on a hoop. Just a silver earring. Well, you know what? It's a new day and a new time. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear shit. It's a whole lot I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear shit now. The gay people been there the whole goddamn time. Matter of fact, I think they're the flavor in the church. That's what make the church better. Tell the truth. Tell it how it is. It's what makes the church better. Jamie said, whole damn time. They been there the whole time. Say, Cheryl, when the gay people gonna stop being gay? They not gonna stop being gay. That's their business. Michael said, we do know how to sing. Ain't they beautiful? That's their motherfucking business. Leave them the fuck alone. For your, leave them alone. Leave them alone. And not only that, don't say nothing about them. And then go into your Bible and study your Bible good enough and understand beyond the Bible that God ain't hate nobody for being same gender loving. That's a fucking lie. It's not true. I don't know who edited it and who put it in there. I don't know who did that. Probably somebody who was struggling with their sexuality. Leave the fucking people alone. Y'all, all these religious people. I saw a program about this homeless place in LA where a lot of these young people were same gender loving and their parents put them out, especially the Jehovah's Witnesses. Why would we make us all so fabulous if he didn't love it? I mean, it's just, it's the evolution for me. Leave gay people alone. Saya can't come to the realization that she's a gay person. I call her bulldogger because I'm mad with her for what she did to Tori. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that know me over here, y'all know I ain't got no problems with same gender loving. You know I don't. Right? I just say that to fuck with her. But for all the saints that's going to come over here and listen to me on a serious note, y'all leave gay people alone. You're allowed. I give you the car. You know what I'm saying? Leave gay people alone. Because Michael, no, I ain't got no problem with them. You got the card now from a gay guy in New Jersey. Leave gay. Because, I got 4 children. And if my children would have been gay, I would have accepted them. I do have people that I love in my life that are gay. It is what it is. And they just need to practice the same things that we practice. Don't be no hoe. Protect yourself. And don't be loving on nobody who don't really love you. Just want to live like everybody else. And ain't nobody gay gonna make your child gay. That's not true. That's a lie. So I'm sick of it. These are all the conversations that happens with same gender loving shit. You're not looking happy today. Do you meet someone don't make you happy? Michael. Who is that? No, that's Mo. Hey Mo. No, I'm cool. We're just having a really serious topic tonight. How you been? Welcome to the live. Share the live with one of your friends. Tell them this lady named Cheryl Grabowski and she's so evolved. Tell them. Tell them she used to be a Pentecostal person. And tell them that she started where everybody else started at. God don't like sinners. God don't like gays. God don't like this and God don't like that. And if you do that, you are going to the Hades. Tell them Cheryl Grabowski is many a miles down the road. And what she ran into is a loving God. And we are humans having a human experience. Don't start that shit. Leave people alone. I grew up with straight parents. Really? You're looking so beautiful, lady. Thank you. You're the most beautiful and happy person. Thank you. Sick of it. It's bad mental health. It is. For preachers to preach that type of dogma and to have people hating themselves. Do you not know if you hate yourself, then you are finished? It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We talk about positive affirmations. One of the worst things that you could do is to believe. Thank you, Jamie. One of the worst things that you could ever do in your life is to believe that the creator of the universe hates you for being same gender loving, or just hates you. Just hates you. Life, humanity, being wrapped up in this flesh and blood, this is not no easy thing to do, baby. We are all on a journey, whether it's being same gender loving or anything else. Maybe you're addicted to something or whatever, it doesn't matter. We are on a journey. It is really time for you guys to stop tolerating. This is abuse. When you go up in a church and they are trying to teach people who are same gender loving to hate themselves, that is a place of there's no evolution there. That is the bottom of the barrel. That is the low vibrational bitches and pimps and hoes that don't really, I'm telling you, it's bad. Bad news, bad news, bad news, bad. Meaning gay parents don't make you gay and straight. Parents don't necessarily make you straight, right? I'm still waiting for my kids. You got to love yourself before you can love anyone else. Self-love, there you go, Mo. Self-love is necessary. Can't live without it. Self-love is essential. Self-love is the first thing, self-love. However, when we grow up in some of these churches that teach dogma, they teach you that you're a sinner. That's number one. They teach you that God is mad with you and that God will put you in the hell. God damn. What? What kind of God does that? Hold on, y'all. Let me just take the damn glasses off. I can't keep them situated. What kind of God? Thank you. I'm so happy now. What kind of God does that? You don't love me, God. Why? I'm a sinner. So, I'm not perfect, right? You hate me because I lie? The preacher lie. You hate me because I covet what other people have. I'm poor. I like nice things. I want nice things too. Why are you hating me? I'm saying I'm human. There's a lot of abuse going on. You too, Michael. There's a lot of abuse going on, but it's the preachers that are doing it. The church is the meeting place. I got a message for you guys who are going into ministry. Can I talk to y'all for a minute? Y'all ones who aspire to be in ministry, I talk to you. Child with me and these glasses are struggling, okay? There we go. We're gonna leave it like that. Hey Brick, how you doing? You're welcome. Got a message for you preachers. We in 2024. There was a massive amount of Christian elders that passed away during COVID. They can't preach no more dogmas. They're dead. And in my opinion, they were taken out by design. Now, I'm talking to y'all new preachers, or these people you feel like, okay, you got a calling on your life and you've been called to speak for God, right? Don't y'all listen. Don't follow that old stuff. Don't do it. At this point, y'all shouldn't preach nothing but God's love. That's it. Nothing else makes any sense because life is hard as it is. You can't train a child to hate themselves. You can't train a child to believe that God hates the sin and not the sinner. No, God don't hate nothing. That's for people. That's for people who don't know God. That's for people who don't know God. Black people, sometimes white people, we just cannot facilitate the idea that God is really a loving God without the whips and the chains and the beatings and the hate. We can't do it. We want to believe that God is like Massa because we've been traumatized. They do it, they scare us because they are narcissists. They have a need for control. They're going to use fear and intimidation. They know that the King James Bible cannot be authenticated. They know that the colonizers tampered with that book. They know that. However, they use it that way so that they can maintain fear, dominance, and control. They don't know God. There are some preachers that do know this, and they wouldn't be caught dead preaching rhetoric and dogmas. That's the meanness that's in the human, that it resonates with them. We're about to end this live tonight. So we established that same gender loving people are just same gender loving people. We take this stance over here. That's their business. Now, people grooming children because they can't live their truth, because they believe that God don't like same gender loving, and then they keep it a secret, Sonia. And then they suppress their sexuality, and then they find a child to just to tamper with because they can't live in their truth. And then they get in the pulpit and condemn other people for doing that which they do. Mental illness. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I'm an advocate for mental health awareness. A lot of people in the church are mentally ill. That's what you call it. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for spreading love, exposing predators, and I appreciate your platform so much. You're so welcome. With much courage and boldness and don't give a fuckness, I do this. So anyway, y'all have a good old night. There are some people who want to have a conversation with me about the way that I think about God, right? So I'm telling y'all right now, stop dragging your foot and go ahead and let me know when you want to talk, unless you're scared. Okay? Because Shirley's not the big bad wolf. Not at all. God's favorite color is black, not purple. Leave your lips like how they are naturally. Tell your mammy to do it. Because if she'd have raised you right, she would have told you, these my goddamn lips. You don't pay not now mortgage, now light bill, this goddamn ring light, And this motherfucking iPod, you did not pay for. You didn't put nail motherfucking grain of food in my goddamn mouth. And you don't help me with my grandchildren. So what you do is you tell your motherfucking bald head, scallywag ass motherfucking wife over there to keep her lips plain, because these motherfucking lips will never touch yours. Now die and go to hell 50,000 times. Now fuck you. You gonna learn to motherfucking day. Now, how about that? Tell somebody about their motherfucking lips. It's my damn mouth. What the fuck your lips look like behind that damn profile? Now get on out of here. Stinking ass. Get on my nerve. Y'all, I got to go because I tell you. Woo, Lord. My nerves. Let me drink some water right quick. Jesus. Woo. Cali girl, I love you, girl. Y'all. You want to get cussed the hell out. You want to get cussed the hell out. Okay, I guess you want it. That's what you wanted. Some damn purple lips that leave it natural. Go to hell. You stop taking that goddamn Viagra and you be natural. Private driver. Hey, hey. On my nerve. Where your ass at? I ain't see you say nothing. I ain't see you say nothing. What you say? What you say? Woo. Oh, child. Hey, Tammy. I ain't even see you in here. Hey, girl. Stop messing with me. Leave me alone now, because you know I cuss your ass out. And I meant it. And I love you, too. Your mammy gay, Arthur, and your grandmammy with her sour pussy. Now, go on somewhere now. Go ahead. And if I was, I'd tell you that I was. Yes, Ashlyn. You want some rice? Why are you shaking your hair like that, girl? Get your plate right there, Ashlyn. Fix your thing right there now. All right, y'all. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We have something else to talk about tomorrow. And much love to Tori. Y'all share the live. And y'all tell the people, say, sure, Grabowski over there, you got your response. Right. Now go on somewhere. Stop playing before you get your feelings hurt. Bye. Bye, y'all.